A powerful blast outside the Red Fort shook Delhi on 10th November, claiming at least 13 lives and injuring at least 20 more. It all happened in one of the busiest parts of Old Delhi, where YouTubers were filming debates and street interviews. In fact, the explosion itself was caught on several cameras. News Laundry reporters reached the spot of the blast within the hour and captured scenes of panic, charred vehicles, and met with eyewitnesses. As the police sealed off the area and TV channels rushed to throw out their theories, we met a young eyewitness, 21-year-old Dev Kishore. He showed us what he'd filmed on his phone and described what he saw: bodies torn apart. He said the shop where he worked shook from the blast. It was a terrifying moment.
मेरा नाम देव किशोर है।
आप क्या करते हैं यहाँ पे?
मैं यहाँ 618 पे एलईडी का काम करता हूँ, एलसीडी का।
अच्छा।
और जब ये हादसा हुआ है ना,
हाँ।
तो जब मतलब हमारी दुकानें तक हिल गई हैं, इतना तेज धमाका आया है, मतलब आग पूरी फैल गई थी। यहाँ से बहुत धमाका तगड़ा हुआ, हमारी टीने वीने सब गिर गए थे।
Meanwhile, News Laundry reporters Avdesh Kumar and Anmol Preetham reached the Loknayak hospital where the injured and the dead were brought. They spoke to first responders, families of the injured, and covered the scenes that unfolded outside the hospital. Home Minister Amit Shah and Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta reached the hospital as well to meet the injured.
देखिए, गृह मंत्री अमित शाह यहाँ पर आए हैं। आप देख रहे होंगे कि भारी बैरिकेटिंग है, तमाम यहाँ गाड़ियों का काफिला है। पीछे आप देखेंगे एक एम्बुलेंस भी है, तमाम अधिकारी हैं यहाँ पर। पुलिस यहाँ पर बात नहीं करने दे रही है और यहाँ अंदर जाने के लिए भी पूरा आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर रस्सी लगी हुई है और गृह मंत्री की गाड़ी सीधे अंदर, ये आप देख रहे होंगे तमाम मीडिया कर्मी हैं। और जो ये लोकनायक अस्पताल का गेट है, यहाँ से सीधे अमित शाह सीधे अंदर अभी चले गए हैं। वो यहाँ पर जो
On the site of the blast, we saw the National Investigation Agency, NSG commandos, and forensic analysis teams examining the blast. Within some time, it was clear that a Hyundai i20 car had blown up outside the Red Fort metro station gate number 1, engulfing at least 3 cars near it and leaving a trail of destruction. Later in the night, the Delhi police registered an FIR calling the explosion a bomb blast as it invoked sections pertaining to conspiracy and punishment for a terror attack under the UAPA. Delhi was in high alert. Before we talk about how the attack took place and why, we must tell you about the victims of this blast, those who could not make it back home safe from Red Fort. First, 35-year-old Dinesh Mishra. He had been working at a printing press on Nai Sadak for the past 4 years. Second, Ashok Singh and Lokesh Agarwal were friends from Amroha. On Monday, their friendship brought them together one last time. While Ashok used to work as a conductor on Delhi's buses, Lokesh used to work at a fertilizer shop back home. He was visiting Delhi to meet an ailing relative. He called Ashok, who rode his bike to meet him. They were both on the bike when the blast killed them both. Third, 19-year-old Noman from Jhinjab town in Shamli district had become his family's sole breadwinner. His small cosmetics shop in the village sustained 6 people: himself, a kidney patient elder brother, 4 sisters, and their father. On Monday, Noman came to Chandni Chowk to buy from the wholesale market. But on Tuesday afternoon, when the family was carrying Noman's body from the mortuary, his father broke down. You can read all the victim profiles on our website. Right after the blast, there was a lot of confusion. People were asking if it was a CNG car that went off accidentally or something far more sinister. But soon the investigation pointed towards one thing: this was a terror attack. While the investigation is still going on, as per the latest reports, the explosion might have been triggered by panic. Basically, the suspect was under pressure after security agencies carried out raids across Delhi NCR and Pulwama. In the 48 hours before the blast, security forces had carried out extensive searches in Faridabad, Haryana, recovering nearly 3,000 kilograms of explosives, along with detonators, timers, and other bomb-making material. These raids, officials believe, forced the suspects to act hastily, leading to a premature explosion inside the car. At the center of the probe is one Dr. Umar Nabi Bhatt, also known as Umar Nabi, a doctor from Pulwama who completed his MBBS and MD in Srinagar and later worked as an assistant professor at a medical college in Faridabad. Police have identified him as the man behind the wheel of the vehicle that exploded near the Red Fort. Investigators suspect he was part of a white-collar group, an alleged terror cell composed of educated professionals, mainly doctors. Umar had reportedly been under the radar since the arrests of his associates, including doctors Muzammil Ahmad Ganai and Adil Majid Rathar, who were picked up earlier in a separate crackdown. His family in Pulwama maintains he had told them he was busy with exams and research work and was expected home in a few days, until, of course, he disappeared. In the aftermath, while the investigation is still underway, sections of TV news channels and YouTubers have rushed to give the incident a communal spin, casting suspicion on an entire community and spreading unverified claims. Suresh Chavanke of Bhujia Jihad infamy was busy suggesting, without any evidence, that the real target of the blast was the Gauri Shankar temple near the Red Fort. A reporter from Republic TV and a senior editor at India Today also emphasized the presence of a temple near the blast site. None made a note of the gurudwaras and mosques in the vicinity. Rahul Shivshankar from Network 18 went a step further in his supposed raw dispatch from my desk, stating that terror has a religion. Ordinary people on the street are unhappy with the communal angle the national media are playing up.
मीडिया जो अभी दो तीन मुद्दे चल रहे हैं, एक तो हिंदू मुस्लिम चल रहा है और दूसरा अभी क्लियर भी नहीं कर पा रही मीडिया। नेशनल मीडिया क्लियर नहीं कर रही। अब ये नहीं पता उनके पास सोर्सेज हैं कि नहीं है, बाकी जांच का इशू है।
सड़क पे अगर पब्लिक चल रही है तो किसी की जान की सुरक्षा नहीं है, यही दो चीज़ है। तो आप दूसरी बात है, साल में दो चीज़ आता है, एक 15 अगस्त, एक 26 जनवरी। 26 जनवरी 15 अगस्त में क्या होता है कि अगर नेता आता है भाषण देने के लिए लाल किले पे, उसकी सुरक्षा अलर्ट हो जाता है 1 महीना पहले, 15 अगस्त से पहले। और जब तक वो भाषण देकर चला ना जाए, जब तक पुलिस वाले अलर्ट रहते हैं ना, मोड़ पे रहते हैं ना, चेकिंग होता है, नाकाबंदी हो जाता है। और देखिए फिर 26 जनवरी में वही चीज़ होता है दोबारा, ठीक है। लेकिन आम पब्लिक, आप, हम, आम जनता, बच्चे, उनकी जिम्मेदारी कौन लेगा? क्या उनकी जान की कोई गारंटी नहीं?
Our reporters have gotten you verified stories from the ground without the sensationalism or the noise. And we are able to do this because we do not take any corporate funding or government ads. Because when the public pays, the public is served. To support our journalism, scan the QR code and subscribe to our channel.